What's up, Houston? Claudian Hoxa here with the Houston Real Estate Advisor Group here at eXp Realty. Welcome to yet again one of my episodes. For you guys who do not know who I am, my name is Claudian Hoxa. I also go by Ian, and I'm a real estate broker here in the Houston area. And what I do is I try to put together content like this to advise you guys about the home buying and home selling experience here in the Houston area. So without further ado, if you do find value out of these videos and podcasts that we put together for you guys, do us a favor, do share them, do subscribe to our channel. We try to put together videos twice a week so you guys can be educated about the home buying and the home selling experience here in Houston. So without further ado, let's dive into this week's content. I wanted to talk a little bit about the buying experience and what to expect. So as you guys know, I do get questions from you guys from time to time. And speaking of that, do notify me. Let me know what you guys want me to cover. If you have any questions about anything out there, whether it's buying or selling, I'll try my best to answer it. If I don't know the answer, I'll definitely get it for you. So don't be afraid to ask me anything that you may want to know about the home buying or home selling experience. Anyway, so as I said earlier, I wanted to cover a little bit what to expect. So one question I get all the time is, you know, what am I to expect here? Okay, so let's say I find a house that I want to purchase, but I don't know what to do going forward. What should I do? So basically, guys, as I stress over and over through my podcast and my videos, the first thing that you should be doing before you even go out there touring for a house is you need to get a pre-approval letter, okay? So that is an absolute must. You can't just go out there looking at homes without knowing that you can afford them. I cover this content over and over again, and I always say to you guys, make sure that you are pre-approved before you go out there to look at these houses. And I've covered that in several episodes, so you can find out why I'm such a big believer about being pre-approved. So what happens is, so let's say that we are touring a particular property, you absolutely love it, and then what happens now, right? So this is what happens. First, we must put an offer, okay? And it must be a very realistic offer. Excuse me. And the reason why I say that is, as I covered in my videos, we are in such a hot seller's market, which means that chances are, if you love a property, there will be several other buyers out there who would love it just as much as you do, if not more. What happens is that drives the prices up, right? Because as demand goes high, so does the price. Okay, so the offer must be realistic. What do I mean? We can't lowball offers. Okay, in other words, if the house is going for $200,000, don't come in with $160,000. That's not even going to be a realistic offer. Okay, it's just going to get thrown out. So you need to make sure that you come to an offer that is realistic and it could be acceptable by the other party. Okay, just sellers is not accepting lowball offers in this market. So make sure that we have a realistic offer. Once the offer goes in, then you're gonna have to sign it, right? So we're gonna prepare it, and then we send it to you, and then you're gonna have to sign it. Now, if you're working with me, I basically do everything electronically. So I'm gonna be sending it to you. I'm gonna be kind of preparing you for what to expect, and you're gonna be signing it and sending it to me right away, and I'm gonna submit the offer. Once we have the offer, we need to see what will happen and how the seller will react. The seller may do one of three things, okay? The seller may accept the offer, they may deny the offer, or they may, which is the highly likely they will end up doing if it's a good offer, if it's put in by me, they will counter, okay? So they're doing one of three things: accept, deny, or counter, okay? So if they're countering the offer, that means that they're going to, again, let's just go with the example of $200,000. So the property is worth $200,000. They're going to want $200,000 for it. And what happens is we submit it, let's say at $189. Okay, let's just say it was in at $189. Well, if they like the terms in the offer and things of that nature, they may say, well, we do like it. We like the type of loan that it is. We like how much they're putting down, but 189 is still too low. So like I said, they may do one of three things. If they're happy with it, they'll accept it, which means they'll sign it and they'll send it back to me. And at which point I will notify you and let you know, hey, they accepted it. We're good to go. Everything is fantastic. We're proceeding forward with it. Okay. So that is the first thing that may happen. If they don't like the offer, if they have several of them and if they're higher, they may just flat out deny it. And at which point, if we are going into a multiple offer situation, the other selling party may come back to me and they may say, we are in a multiple offer situation and we're going to do one or two things. Either A, we're going to make a decision by, let's just say, 2 or 3 days from now at this particular time. Or they may say, please submit your highest and best offer. At which point I'll come to you and I'll say, they denied the offer, so we need to come back with the highest and best, which is our third option, which would be counter, right? Well, not quite, right? Because countering means that they're telling you what they want, right? So, but they're not flat out denying it either, okay? So in a multiple offer situation, you will be asked to put in the highest and best offer, okay? And you may be able to do that, let's just say the next business day or 2 days from now, depending on how many offers they get. That may be what they're going to ask us to do. All right. So, it may be the third option, which is what I covered earlier. They may just ask us to counter. In other words, they may say, well, 189 is not where we want to be. We want to be at 195. Okay. At which point, again, we have three options ourselves. Either accept, which means that we're going to sign it and give it to the selling party. Or maybe we may just say, no, you know what, that's more than what we can afford or more than what we're willing to pay. Or three, we can counter again, okay? So we can counter, let's just say at 193, meeting them in the middle and say, no, we don't believe that that property is worth that much, and we want to be at 183. And again, it goes back to the selling party, and the same thing happens, acceptance, denial, or counter, okay? So basically, that is what happens after you like a house or a property. It could be a condo or a townhome or even land or anything. It's basically the same thing. So that is basically the first step. This is all I wanted to cover today. I will cover what happens after the we call it the execution process. So once the offer has been accepted by both parties and we agree on a price, the contract is considered to be executed. I will cover the next step in another video. Thank you so much. This has been Clodion Hoxha, aka Ian the European. I thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, as I said earlier, do share this content with people that may need it. And as always, I am at your service. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye-bye.